Welcome back, bodybuilding enthusiasts. The Skinless Man is the nickname given to Austrian bodybuilder Andreas Münzer. This athlete managed to achieve unprecedented performance and shape, perfect muscular definition, and intricate muscle detail. Before the performances, Andreas' body fat percentage was a mere 4%. It gave the impression that his skin was absent, as if he were an anatomical exhibit on the stage. So sit back and join us as we delve into the life, the legacy, and the lessons we've learned from the extraordinary story of Andreas Münzer. Andreas Münzer, born on October 25, 1964, in the small Austrian town of Styria, was a dedicated figurehead in the bodybuilding world, commanding both respect and awe for his exceptional physique. He was celebrated for pushing the boundaries of muscular definition, showcasing a leanness that often seemed beyond human capacity. The athlete refrained from consuming alcohol, but relied heavily on the use of steroids. These elements formed the cornerstone of his career, leading to his meteoric rise in the industry and, tragically, also to his untimely demise. Andreas Münzer's fascination with bodybuilding took root at a very young age. He was only 16 when he started weightlifting, signaling the start of an enduring passion that would shape his life. Growing up in Pack didn't hinder his ambitious dreams. Instead, his humble origins served to fuel his relentless pursuit of excellence in the domain of bodybuilding. On his path to achieving the ideal physical form, Münzer subjected himself to a rigorous regimen. He dedicated several hours to daily workouts, 6 times a week, combining intense strength training with rigorous cardio exercises. Andreas adhered to a strict diet, engaging in dehydration practices before performances by limiting his fluid intake to approximately 0.5 liters per day and using diuretics. His first notable victory occurred in 1990 at the World Amateur Championships. This triumph in the middleweight class heralded the start of his professional career and paved the way for his entry into the prestigious International Federation of Bodybuilding (IFBD). In this elite realm, Münzer shared the stage with legendary figures like Dorian Yates and Ronnie Coleman, solidifying his status as a rising star in professional bodybuilding. Throughout his career, Münzer participated in numerous renowned competitions, consistently achieving respectable placements in top-tier events. One of his distinctive attributes was his exceptional muscular definition, which was particularly pronounced in his abdominal and thigh muscles. These areas of his physique were incredibly well-defined and are still celebrated in bodybuilding circles today. Some of his most memorable performances included his 1994 and 1995 appearances at the Arnold Classic, a premier bodybuilding competition. Here, he secured 6th and 9th places respectively, firmly etching his name in the annals of bodybuilding history. Münzer's training regime was as rigorous as it was relentless. He was known to push his physical capabilities to their absolute limit, often embarking on grueling training sessions that left even seasoned bodybuilders in awe. Complementing his intense training was a strict dietary plan, primarily centered around a low-fat, high-protein intake. Contrary to many bodybuilders who modulate their diets based on competition seasons, Münzer adhered to his stringent regimen throughout the year. The darker side of the sport encompasses the immense pressure to maintain an idealized physique, the rampant use of performance-enhancing drugs, and the potential health hazards that can accompany such an intense lifestyle. Münzer was meticulous in concealing his utilization of banned substances. However, as time went on, his body developed a tolerance to anabolic steroids, resulting in unsatisfactory outcomes and compelling the athlete to increase his dosage. Andreas invested significant amounts of money in drugs, steadfastly refusing to discontinue their usage. The world of professional bodybuilding, while often glorified for its display of extraordinary physical prowess, harbors a darker side. This is embodied by the immense pressure athletes face to achieve extreme levels of muscularity. The desire to stand out on stage and meet the rigorous aesthetic standards of the sport can often lead to intense physical and psychological strain. Münzer's relentless drive to achieve an unparalleled physique is a testament to this very pressure. Steroids have been a contentious issue in bodybuilding, with their usage often seen as a necessary evil to compete at the highest levels. Steroids enable athletes to build muscle mass rapidly and expedite fat loss, facilitating the achievement of the extreme physique demanded in professional competitions. However, this practice is not without severe health risks, including heart disease, liver damage, and mental health issues. Complementing the role of steroids, extreme dieting is another practice that has pervaded professional bodybuilding. Many athletes, including Münzer, maintained strict, often drastic, diets to achieve the ultra-low body fat percentages necessary to highlight muscle definition. In Münzer's case, his high-protein, low-fat diet, while enabling him to showcase his impressive muscular definition, had serious implications for his health. Despite his remarkable physical appearance, the Austrian bodybuilder was frequently noted to look trained, a physical manifestation of the toll his lifestyle was taking on his body. The grueling training regimen, continuous competition performances, and uncontrolled substance intake eventually took their toll. The body simply could no longer function at its limits. Münzer idolized Schwarzenegger, citing the desire to resemble the legendary Arnie as his motivation for attaining the ideal physique. In March 1996, Andreas fell ill, experiencing excruciating abdominal pain and internal bleeding. He slipped into a coma and passed away a few days later without regaining consciousness. At only 31 years old, doctors determined that he suffered from drug-induced cirrhosis, signifying severe decomposition of his liver, with over 200 hormones found in his bloodstream. The circumstances surrounding Münzer's death left those around him in shock, and his family refrained from commenting on the situation for an extended period. It is believed that Münzer's demise was not a result of training or anabolic steroid usage, but rather due to diuretics. In essence, he was a victim of drugs that caused significant water loss from his body, leading to extreme exhaustion and dehydration. In the wake of Münzer's death, the bodybuilding community began to undergo subtle but significant changes. His passing served as a sobering reminder of the potential consequences of unchecked ambition in the quest for physical perfection. It sparked conversations around the sustainable pursuit of excellence in the sport and provoked a re-evaluation of the previously unquestioned norms within the bodybuilding culture. The unfortunate circumstances surrounding Münzer's death also prompted the promotion of a more balanced approach to bodybuilding. Coaches, athletes, and governing bodies have begun advocating for training and dieting methods that are less extreme and more in harmony with long-term health and well-being. This shift has not only altered the professional bodybuilding landscape, but also influenced amateur and recreational bodybuilders worldwide. In the end, the legacy of Andreas Münzer is twofold. It serves as both a cautionary tale about the potential risks involved in the relentless pursuit of physical perfection and a rallying cry for a more balanced, health-conscious approach to bodybuilding. His influence continues to resonate within the bodybuilding community, with his story encouraging a shift towards a more sustainable practice of the sport. His life, his accomplishments, and his untimely death will remain a significant chapter in the history of bodybuilding. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey today. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more stories about the fascinating world of bodybuilding. See you in the next video.